Good morning, good evening, good afternoon for all you Grow Strength NXers out there. Welcome back to our channel, welcome back to our third video. On this installment we're going to go through push-ups and all things push-up related. Do you have anything to add on that, dude?
Yes, I do. So one of the main things I get asked by a lot of my clients is how to do press-ups.
Oh yeah.
So I've got 4 or 5 clients now who come to me. I've got no upper body strength. I will never be able to do push-ups, never have been able to do press-ups. So that's always a challenge that I'm accepting from a lot of my clients. So today we can go through exactly how we regress these exercises for our clients. And the key really is consistency and persistence.
Do you know what? When I was just starting out, when I first started training, this is quite a few years back. I'm not a young man anymore, but one of the things that I couldn't do was actually a push-up and a pull-up.
Still can't.
Or a lot of other things for that matter. Thanks, dude. I can, by the way. Just, you know, not as good as I No, I can.
Yeah.
But yes, we've all been there. We've all been beginners once, and we've all started out at some point. Some of us are able to do push-ups sooner. Some of us need regression. Some of us need to get progression straight away. But it all depends on your skill levels and how you start out. Some of you might have some sports backgrounds from the past, and that might actually help with, you know, gaining strength sooner than people, let's say, who haven't done any exercise for quite some time or ever. So let's get into the video.
Let's do it.
So the first thing we're going to do is actually the warm-up. The warm-up is actually just as important as the exercise itself, because the warm-up allows your muscles to get ready and mobilize so you can actually do the movement. The muscles we're going to be using today is the chest, the tricep, the scapula, which is at the back of the shoulder blades, and the shoulders themselves. We also will be using stabilizers to our hips and our glutes. But first and foremost, we're going to go through an exercise that allows us to actually stabilize our upper body through our shoulder blades, or like I said before, our scapula. So the first movement is scapular depression, and what it's going to do is going to allow your shoulders to go up and down through the movement. So you want to push through the shoulders and through the shoulder blades back and forth. That's going to allow your scapula to get mobilized, so it's going to provide a lot of stability in your upper body. So when you go down, it's going to protect your shoulders and actually not damage you.
There are a number of stretches you can be using to open up the chest and scapula. What I would suggest is looking back at our previous videos. We've got one on mobilising the shoulders and the chest, so go back and look at those, and you definitely get some more hints and tips on there. We're going to move on to our first regression, which is going to be the incline press-up. So what we're looking to do here is finding a platform that's raised off the ground. You need to find somewhere you can comfortably do full 5 or 6 press-ups down to that platform and back up again. So you're finding a nice stable platform, hands shoulder width apart, and you're going to lower yourself down nice and slow. When you hit the bottom, your chest should be level with your hands. Contract that scapula and then push back away.
Yeah. On our particular video, we use the Plyo softbox. You can find these in most gyms. Obviously, like Luke said, if you haven't got that, you know, a table or a chair in the house, that's perfect. Whatever's a comfortable height for yourself.
Once you can comfortably do 8 to 10 reps on that particular surface, what you need to do then is drop down to a lower surface, so you're reducing that incline. And again, which means the rep range will drop down. And then what you need to do is keep going and building up those reps again up until you get to 8 to 10. And to keep repeating that process so you can get lower and lower.
So when you're finally ready to move off the boxes, we're going to get down on the floor, and what we're actually going to do is start on our hands and knees. And this isn't sexual, by the way, we are just talking about push-ups. We're going to put our feet on the floor and our knees on the floor, and what we're actually going to do is we're going to basically perform the same movement like Luke said earlier. So we're going to engage that scapula, tuck those elbows in, and they don't want to be flared out, because if your shoulders are flared out, it can actually cause damage to your shoulders, which we'll show you later on in the video what not to do. At this time though, we're just going to push away from the floor, chest all the way down to the ground. If you can't manage it to go all the way down to the ground, there is a regression of that where you just allow yourself to lower yourself as slow as you can, and then if you can't push back up, just start again and then go and lower yourself down.
Once you're comfortable with that regression, we're going to progress that slightly by raising those feet off the ground. All this does is makes you bear a little bit more weight on your chest when you're doing that press up.
Excellent.
Excellent.
And the final progression, of course, is the push-up itself. In order to do and perform the push-up properly, what we would recommend to do is actually doing some planks first. The plank is the best way to kind of keep your core and entire body straight. So your hips, your shoulders want to be in line with each other, and you don't want your hips down at any point during this rep, as you will put a lot of pressure on your lumbar and your lower back. Once you are stabilized and in a straight position, it's the same as before. You just want to keep those elbows tucked in, tuck them behind you, press all the way to the ground so the chest is touching the floor, and then push away from the floor the best you can and with the mightiest push you can, and do as many reps as you can. There is no set rep range that you really want to get to, but of course for beginners we're going to recommend 8 to 10 reps is a good range before you're going to progress on and move forward.
So we're going to look at some bad examples now. The first one I'm going to go to is myself with some nice flared elbows. My hips are above my shoulders and my core is not engaged. So what this does is puts a lot of pressure on your rotator cuff, which is the most easily injured area of the body. So it might not happen straight away, but if you continue doing press-ups in this way, you will eventually get an injury. So like Johnny said, get that bum and hips level with the shoulders, tuck those elbows in nice and tight so you engage in the scapula and your triceps and your chest.
And then you're going to be good.
You'll be good. And the second bad example is Johnny here attempting to do the worm. Poorly. So what you can see, sorry, but it is bad.
Okay.
What you can see here is that those hips drop into the floor before his arms move in. So you're engaging, it's the lumbar and your lower back is taking a lot of the power, and you're completely negating the chest. That can lead to, again, back problems. So make sure those hips are up nice and tight, level with the shoulders, elbows tucked in, and using that chest, core and scapula to really maximise your strength, your power to do that press up.
So that's our video on push-ups. Our channel is actually aimed at beginners and early intermediates, actually beginning in strength training and also calisthenics. So our actual channel is grow, and it's grow in strength and in calisthenics. Calisthenics, for those of you that don't know, is bodyweight training, and anything that to do with bodyweight training requires a lot of core stability. It requires a lot of actual strength and isometric holds, concentric holds, eccentric holds. We'll go over that in other videos, but for now I just wanted to let you guys know that we're there for you, man. We're there for the beginners.
We got you.
We're going to help you, man. We're going to help you get through this.
Remember guys, need your help and support as best you can, so please like, subscribe. Also let us know what you think of the videos, what you want us to work on in the future. Always happy to help you guys out, so just drop some comments in the box, let us know what you want us to work on.
Unless you've got horrible comments, then you go away.
Yes, negative ones, no thank you.
Yeah, we're all about positivity on this page, always about helping people as much the best we can, so you've got to share that content the best you can as well.
Yes.
Loosh.
Get it out there.
I love you through a fall.
Cupcake. Spider-Man.
And on that note, goodbye everyone.